right? And so I decided, that was a decision that I felt like I do want to be upset about this, because actually, like, this was not an enjoyable conversation, and I don't want this to be a thing, right? And I didn't feel like you were engaged. And so I decided that, okay, to some extent, I'm going to talk about this point, right? And so I think what we care about here is that having that process of like, is this something that I care about? And maybe what you're questioning is like, this isn't something big enough. Okay. But I did think that it was important enough for me compared to like, and to be honest, the whole complacency thing, the whole you not planning anything was not something that I wanted to talk about.
You brought it up. I didn't force you to bring up complacency. You brought up complacency. You brought up two things. And then the third thing, you're like, I'm not going to say it. And then I pushed you. Like, just say it. Just say it, because it's clearly on your mind. Just say it.
No, yeah, but I actually didn't want to say it.
Complacency.
Okay, yes, I did bring up complacency because I was like, babe, you used to be a much better listener, I feel, right? And I was like, I wonder if, I don't know, okay? So it's because it's coming from a place where, like, I really used to think that, like, that was something that you did really well, right? And so...
but I still do.
I know. Sure, babe, I'm not saying that you... Yeah, but I'm just saying that sometimes...
we are just diametrically opposed on this conversation, because until you realize the point that I'm trying to make, which is, like, not every interpretation that you are interpreting, not every interpretation of all the actions, your interpretation is correct. As long as you continue to think that your interpretations are always valid, and I continue to think that sometimes interpretations are just that. They are interpretations.
So, okay, so help me interpret your disengagement this morning. What was it?
Look, first of all, I don't think it was nearly as disengaged as you think it was. I don't know why you were expecting, like, maximum engagement. This is obviously a topic that you, like, are deeply passionate about, or, like, sensitive about, or whatever it is. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know what it is, babe. But look, you were expecting me to have maximum engagement.
Not maximum.
I gave you a level of engagement that was suboptimal, maybe, but honestly not that bad. Okay? Like, I was listening to you, I was asking you questions, and yeah, they were a little silly, they were like jokey things that I was saying a little bit, like, oh, I definitely want my kids to, that was real, but me saying, like, oh, you only got, like, second high on, or whatever, like, haha, like, it's raw intelligence. Okay, those are kind of like jokes, right? To keep myself also a little bit entertained, right? Because that's what I do. I keep things playful because it's like, it's kind of fun for me, right? I can engage better when it's more fun for me and I'm allowed to make jokes. But if you're just like reading me off the history of Oxford, like, why would I actually deeply care about that? I would only care because you care.
These are interesting things in general.
Yeah, but I know, but to you they're more interesting than they are. Right? Fundamental. And so for me to try to get there, right?
There's so many things that you find interesting that I just don't, and I engage with anyway. That's the problem. You don't do that with me. Babe, I just want there to be, when things aren't as interesting to you, I want you to just try a little bit harder to engage, right? And then you were apologetic about it, and I was already, honestly, I was like, and
that's the way that I would approach it, right? If anything, is I would approach it as like, look, I just think fundamentally, the thing is, first of all, I wasn't really that disengaged, right? I was a little bit. Again, I wasn't optimally disengaged, but I wasn't, like, not responding to you. I wasn't just not doing anything. It's not like I was trying to change the conversation. It's not like I was like, okay. So I get that you're not that upset, that you weren't that upset. At the end of the day, the conversation escalated to a point where it was very obvious you were upset, and it was very clearly my fault. And so it was imperative for me to make you apologize. The apology never lands right. Maybe that's what makes it. Maybe that's what
it did land right.
Maybe that's what it is. Makes me annoyed when you say you get annoyed that I have this recovery time. I don't really think that's true, because I feel like we've talked about this enough where that's kind of not the case. But I just think that maybe what it is on my end is I get annoyed because the apology doesn't go anywhere. The apology is always like, I'm upset.
Your apologies land right.
But I just don't know at the end of the day why these happen. the conversation happened. Like, but all I know is it's not me. It's certainly not me. Again, you can blame me for being
Okay, then it's me. Okay, I'm not sure.
You can blame me for being slightly disengaged, but look, every time I talk to you and you're on your phone and you're like 10 seconds later, like, I'm not getting upset at you every time. I'm not getting upset at you ever at those. Because I'm just kind of like, at this point, like, okay, well, I could get annoyed because she's just on Instagram and she's kind of like ignoring me. That never feels good, but like, whatever, that's just kind of what she does. Like, that's fine. It's not like it's coming from, it's fine. It's just kind of.
So I do think your apologies land right.
But I just don't know at the end of the day why these happen. These conversations happen. Like, but all I know is it's not me. It's certainly not me. Again, you can blame me for being.
Okay, then it's me. Okay, I'm not sure.
You can blame me for being slightly disengaged, but look, every time I talk to you and you're on your phone and you're like 10 seconds later, like, I'm not getting upset at you every time. I'm not getting upset at you ever at those. Because I'm just kind of like, at this point, like, okay, well, I could get annoyed because she's just on Instagram and she's kind of like ignoring me. That never feels good, but like, whatever, that's just kind of what she does. Like, that's fine. It's not like it's coming from, it's fine. It's just kind of.
So I do think I need. I need